Hello, we are very pleased to bring you second 11 highlights when Broadbridge Heath visited the Manor. Tommy Simpson taking on his role as skipper for the Twos this year. Then some familiar names in there. Randy Gransolt, Tom Mohan, been present in the second 11 for quite some time. Some newer players, Finn Watkins, Henry Harricks Perks, moving up through the club this season. Tommy won the toss, decided to have a bat. So himself and Rene opening up. Relatively slow start here into the sixth over when Rene is bowled. 13 off 17. Said it before, but we always know visitors are very pleased to see Rene go. They're aware of his tremendous scoring ability if he gets going. And as you can see, 8th over, Tommy and Josh Williams holding steady, keeping the run rate ticking over. Then moving through, Tommy starting to open up a little bit more. Josh as well with a little bit of a luck, slight misfield from Broadbridge Heath there. But runs are runs. As with the whole of Sussex, it was another super hot day at the Manor. So both batsmen doing well to stick at this, keep their concentration in the heat. Now as we're pushing through towards halfway point of the innings, Tommy really starting to get a move on and open up with his strokes to bring the 100 up for Worthing in the 20th over, which was fairly swiftly followed by his 50 of 67 balls. So 114 for 1 in the 23rd. Tommy having a lot of joy on that leg side today. Some lovely shots. And the 100 partnership. 53 for Tommy, 40 for Josh. Broadbridge Heath will not have been enjoying watching that. Toiling away in the heat, obviously having got rid of Rene relatively early. They would have hoped to continue seeing wickets fall, but until the 27th, Worthing standing firm until Josh flicking one off his legs, being caught. Thomas Mohan, unfortunately, not lasting too long. Sending one down towards the boundary, which is held. But then 150 up at the 3/4 mark for the overs, 31st over. Tommy still finding a lot of joy on that leg side. Another ball smashed for 4. And keeper Harry Jeswani, that one flicks up, caught and bowled. So a few quick wickets here, slightly changing the complexion of the innings. But Finn Watkins coming out, deciding that the scoreboard could keep ticking over. Still that run rate about 5 as Tommy pushes on into the 90s. And 37th over. 100 runs for Tommy Simpson. Fantastic innings. As I say, taking his time at the start, building it very well measured, well composed, staying there with various partners through the game. And then 200 up for Worthing, with still a couple of overs left to play. And Tommy so close to carrying his bat as well, which would have been the icing on the cake, but playing on that leg side, which had worked so well for him, but not getting quite enough on that one. Then Finn, finding nothing but toe, is caught. 9 balls left, 205 for 6. Another new player for us here, new to the club actually this season, Ed Millington. Somehow it seems sort of getting a inside edge, which manages to carry to the keeper. Whilst he and Joseph Clapp are at the crease. So Jack Westlake, Joseph Clapp. Last ball. See what they can get on the board. Joseph taking the run out. Never ever any complaints about that. See it get as many runs as they can, you never know, but Worthing finish up 211 for 7 from their 40 overs. So another century for Tommy, a great 44 for Josh, falling just short of a nice little landmark, which would have been 50. Derish really the best of the Broadbridge bowlers. Very economical, picking up a couple of wickets. So, simple Saturday task. Second innings, Broadbridge Heath batting. They need to score 212 runs. Joseph Clapp opening the bowling from the Broadwater end. And Jack Westlake accompanying him coming from the pavilion with an early breakthrough. Broadbridge Heath 10 for 1 in the second over. Exactly the kind of start that Worthing would have wanted. And indeed, just a couple of balls later, second wicket, 16 for 2. Rene at slip, taking a comfortable catch. Has to be said, for clarity's sake, it was a slightly odd over from Jack. Couple of wickets, quite a few wides and a 4. And Joseph, not to be outdone. Third over. Takes his first of the day. Well taken by Josh Williams in the field. So Broadbridge Heath already 3 down. Ticking along at the required run rate, but those wickets, obviously always a concern if you lose your openers quickly. Here we can see Derish, who done so well with the ball, having a good day with the bat also. 19 off 18 so far. Jack and Joseph still working away. .50 up for the visitors in the 8th over. Time for the first change in bowlers. Finn Watkins coming down from the Broadwater end. Rhys Atkins coming from the pavilion. So Broadbridge Heath definitely more stable here, a 50 partnership after 3 quick early wickets. Very well bowled over from Rees there. 5 dots, and then the 1 boundary. Follows it up with a wicket. Then Finn comes down from the top end, LBW. So that respectable for 3 scoreline from Broadbridge Heath suddenly becomes 5. Ed Millington coming in from the pavilion. Showing you that wide, that was how Broadbridge Heath reached 100. So run rate now below what they need. And also those 5 wickets down. But Derish still enjoying himself out there and sending that one all the way over the rope. Henry comes on for Finn from the top end, and with pretty quick effect. LBW. And his next over, McCarthy slightly unlucky to have that one spin where it did, but obviously that's the movement of the ball. Henry getting some good turn on Saturday. Finn Watkins taking a comfortable catch. And he wasn't done there. Henry with a ball that he's not proud of, but James not particularly happy with what he did with it either. And that's Henry's 3rd of the day, which suddenly sees Broadbridge Heath tumble down to 130 for 8. So even though run a ball, obviously achievable, those wickets gone. Worthing must have been feeling pretty confident at this point. And then even more so when Henry sends one through, beats the bat with the spin, picks up his 4th of the day. Visitors looking to have to try and bat 13 overs with just 1 wicket remaining. Derish, however, will give it his all. Big 6 off Joseph's bowling. Followed up with another boundary which took him over 50. Henry finally bowling an over without a wicket, but it did include a big 6. Then the innings and the match is concluded in Worthing's favour as Rees, coming up from the pavilion, dismisses Derish for 62. A run a ball 62. Derish, Rajagopal and Chowdhury, the only batsmen to make double figures. Derish obviously there, the only one to really get going. Good bowling all round. 4 wickets from Henry, that short spell doing a lot of damage to Broadbridge's hopes of getting to the target. But it is another win for the Worthing second 11, this time by 59 runs. Next Saturday, the Ones return back to the Manor and welcome Eastbourne, which you will be able to watch live, and we will bring you the highlights from. As always, our gratitude extended towards Rebbit Sport Camps and Nepco Financial for their help in allowing us to be able to bring you these highlights, which hopefully you have enjoyed. Thanks for watching.